Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Thank you for joining me once again for one of these diary entries, and we saw how many cards were available in Mega Rising, so we wanted to see if we might be able to get a bit more. We didn't get any of the immersives last time, we didn't get any golds last time, so we're going to see what we might be able to get. Going to be trying to do the same thing as last time. We're going to go through, get 30 of each one, and we're going to give the extra 10 to Blaziken because we did not get to them last time. So, going to start off with 30 packs of the Altaria. Seeing if we might be able to get any of that would be very exciting because we didn't get a whole lot of EXs there. We got the Gyarados and we got the Pinsir. We're going to see if we can get something else. I did see one there, one flash, but again, can be anything. Apom, Citrus Berry, Palpitoad, Litwick, Driftbloom, Misdreavus, Lampent. Well, that was new, but I mean, we don't really care unless it's the final one or it's got an ability. Joltik, Litwick, another Chandelure, spooky for Halloween season. When this is being recorded, just in case it is, a little bit late, but it would be nice to get the other illustration rares. I'll take it because it can help out with some getting some flair, but my preference would be to get the other ones there to try to complete out the set. Little Carbink, this one's also new, 50 HP Psychic, 1 Psychic Guard Press 30, your opponent's next turn, this takes 30 less. I mean, it's not going to get any stronger there. Taking a little bit 30 less and dealing 30 for only one is a bit above average for one of these basic type Pokemon, and not having to worry about taking any damage the next turn could be decent for like a very, very early game, like trying to pop off a little bit there, but I don't think that it will sustain you much past a couple of rounds. Another Watchog, a Litwick, Petlil, another beloved Flaffy, Breloom, Miltank, Dedenne, Ferroseed, Gothitelle, okay, this will be new, 130 HP, Psychic type, double Psychic for Stellar Cradle, 70 during your opponent's next turn. If they attach energy from their energy zone to the defending Pokemon, that Pokemon will be asleep. That's nice there. If they attach the energy, it instantly puts it to sleep, so they shouldn't be able to do anything because the sleep works only when they flip the coin at the beginning of their turn, not when they attack. So that's actually pretty interesting of, again, more disruption there. I could see that kind of being effective against some of the ones that are going through, especially if they have a bunch of energy attached to them or their attacks are very necessary. A little bit of disruption. Love Disc, 70 HP, water, double water for paired tackle, 30 plus. If you have exactly 3, 4, or 6 cards in hand, this attack does 30 more damage. So it's playing off that other one that had the 1, 3, or 5 in your hand there. So it's nice, and Love Disc is probably not one of the most beloved Pokemon, but I have to say, the artwork on this is very beautiful, particularly the background. The background is gorgeous on this, with all of the different colors kind of giving it almost an Aurora Borealis type of feel to it. You get the sky and the sunset, you've got a little bit of trees on the side to then fade into the green, and then you've got the water underneath going into the green blues there. Very, very beautiful. And we got something else in this here. Lillipup, Swirlix, Ferrothorn, and another Whimsicott EX, okay. Unfortunate that it's another 2-star that we already have, which it would be nice to get other 2-stars, especially since we don't have all that many. So for it to be the same one is a bit unexpected. We'll certainly take it. I'm not sure if it's going to be along the lines of you have to keep at least one to be able to trade things, or if you're going to kind of like with the flares, or how the flares originally used to be. I don't know with the new change how it's going to be, if you need to keep 2. So if I can only do trades when you have 3 of them there, it might be a little bit annoying to do that, but we'll have to see. So it's a hit, but it's one that it's just like, there's so many others that we don't have that. Why was that the hit? Sandshrew, Slurpuff, Pampor, Palpitoad, Lycia, Garuki, Carbink, Swablu, Sliggoo, Bolt Hunt, 110 HP, Lightning Colorless Zap Kick 60. Not really going to go anywhere. Another cool Sudowoodo, Pidgeotto, Seismitoad, Pidgey, Alicia, Carbink, and Ludicolo. This is the one that has the 1, 3, or 5, and we're getting the illustration rare of it. So getting all of the dance of it going on with the Palpitoad waving its tongue in the background, the Chatot singing, the Maractus also dancing along. That's probably going to be pretty intense there, a Maractus Ludicolo dance-off. But very, very nice artwork there. It's really, really nice with these kind of just drawn-on designs there, especially in the background there. The sun is very playful, as well as all of the music notes that the Chatot is singing. Sandygast, Goomy, Chandelure, the regular one, Timpole, Sandslash, Pidgeotto, Go-Goat, Darkrai, and that is going to do it for us. And just this Lampent, like we kind of said, why it's not too impactful there. 80 HP, Fire type, Double Fire, Will-O-Wisp 40. That's why it's okay if we accidentally miss some of those ones there. Did get a few more cards. Like I said, would have been great if we could have had the 2-star be something else there, just to kind of help out with the collection. Going up, seeing, getting another 10 packs here. Pull rates haven't been the best so far, so hoping that they can be a bit better. We know one thing is confirmed there. Marie, Keepmore, Corphish, Beloved Flaffy, and Lucky Mittens. Joltik, Dedenne, Lucky Mittens, Durant, the regular Whimsicott EX, which we actually need because we didn't get it last time. So, getting in its full glory here. It's very, very adorable, and it's just popping out saying, look at me there. But yeah, I really like the grass knot thing. I think that it makes it very interesting to utilize another part of the card that you don't normally use for attacks like this. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see it used. Another Love Disc with that beautiful artwork. Lotad, Go-Goat, Xatu, Beloved Flaffy, Marini, Yamper, the very, very poor Noctooth, Morgrem. Indeed EX, we're getting the regular version of it here, so now we're going to be able to have 2 of them for a deck if we so wish to. I think that it's very nice to be just having a basic that can heal 20 from your active. It's not, you know, it's a bit different from something like Shaman, or I'm trying to remember some of the other ones that did it there, that had an ability that were, oh, you know, it heals 10 from each Pokemon, and it's like, okay, you know, like, that's nice, but if you want to heal 20 specifically from your active so that it can potentially sustain a hit, that'd be great. Indeedee can also heal itself there, so that's also a nifty little thing that it can do. But good to get that one there, because again, we didn't have that particular art before, so that's always good. Miltank, Pidgeot, Spinda, Grookey, Sandslash, especially since, again, rares and EXs can be hard to get, like the specific ones you need. Though there are some commons and uncommons that we haven't gotten yet either. Palossand, poor little Natu, Yamper, Double Yamper, Lombre. I think I heard something faint with this pack, because I don't have my phone hooked up to my earphones, so I can only try to hear it through them there. Impidimp, Fantina, Go-Goat, Voltund, Swirlix. Oh, we did hear something. It's a shiny full art B-Barrel EX. 160 colorless, 4 colorless for Carefree Press, 100 heal 30 from this Pokemon. You are looking, I think I had mentioned this in one previously there, maybe in the Deluxe Pack EX one, that this is my first shiny Pokemon in asterisks, because I've played up through Gen 1 and Gen 2, so there is a possibility that all of the times that I've played Gen 1, because I played that game multiple times, you know, multiple saves through it when I was really, really young, that you know, there could have been a shiny Pokemon, but I wouldn't have known because of the, you know, the values of everything that they have. And in Gen 2, there was the red Gyarados, which has now become shiny. So, you know, they had them back then, but it wasn't necessarily something that was really established yet. And what with Gen 1 and 2 kind of having their Pokemon trapped there, you can't really get them over to anything else now. So Gen 3 didn't get anything when it went to Gen 4. I remember it was towards the end of the game, and I was coming back on one of the earlier routes, and that's where I saw the Bibarel EX. It was shiny, and I caught it because I was just like, oh, there's an extra animation, and it reminded me of the red Gyarados. I don't know how prolific I was in my knowledge of any sorts of things in Pokemon at that point, like if I knew what shiny Pokemon were, or I was just like, oh, you know, this one looks special, I should get it, even though it's like coloring is barely any different. But that's my story of shiny Bibarel. Grookey, Carbink, Aromatisse, Spritzy, Chandelure, Impidimp, Shroomish, Lombre, Mischievous, Citrus Berry, Miltank, Simipour, Aromatisse, Shroomish, and another Dancing Ludicolo. That's nice, get a second one there. So, getting a few more. I forgot that was a thing that if you get above a certain amount, it automatically gives you Flair for some cards there. Because I just saw that popping up and I was just like, what the hell was all of that? I am still glad that they made the change of shiny Pokemon go into the 6th slot there, just so that you're able to kind of get a, what would you call it there? All of your rares, if you potentially get one, or an EX. Okay, we're going on to the 30th pack, and still no Altaria, Mega Altaria EX there. I can't remember if this is the one that had the Mega Pinsir in it. But, I mean, I know that there's, like, Mega Ampharos and Mega Absol as well, so it's like, we definitely have some that we need. Sandshrew, Galvantula, Pidgeotto, Gothita, another Whimsicott EX there. I mean, we've got 2 of the full arts, so we don't need any more of you. Wish I could have gotten some of the Megas. Pidgeotto, Simipour, Miltank, Aromatisse, Trevenant. I really liked another Indeedee, so again, we could use some of the other ones instead of the same ones. But I like that I was right that there was a task to do of like get 1 Sudowoodo and 5 Trevenants. Petlil, Joltik, Palisand, Pachirisu, oh, and a shiny Full Art Primarina EX. Oh yes, absolutely, we'll take another one of these. I mean, we're starting to get a whole lot of the shinies, which I'm really, really glad, and I'm glad that it's also possible to get like a shiny and like another hit in the pack there. Another shiny Full Art, yes. Swablu, Phantump, Galvantula, Palpitoad, Goodra, Spinda, Seismitoad, Marini, Gogoat, Breloom. Something in this one: Maractus, Sableye, Tympole, Lombre, and a Stoutland. Full art there. Full art, an illustration rare, which is very nice. Like I said, if we're able to get Stoutland up there, being able to do 140 to a lot of those basic EX Pokemon is very, very good there. So getting an illustration of it is nice, and we're going right into another another hit pack. Litwick, Aromatisse, Shroomish, Spinda, and a Gumi. You know, and another Stoutland there. Okay, so we're getting 2 of them there. Apom, Simipour, another Apom, and a Toxapex. Maractus, Morgrim, Heatmore, Miltank, and Drifblim. And the last one for these packs: Simipour, Apom, Mismagius, Drifloon, and Chingling. Okay, getting a couple more there. Does look like we are getting a couple of automatic flares there. But yep, you know, getting a couple more new ones there, though we are again just missing out on some of the Mega EXs, which would be nice because you know, it's nice to get these extra ones there, but it doesn't actually help with the regular cards too, to be able to essentially complete out the packs. Let's see if the Gyarados are going to be a bit more kind this time around. I mean, kind. We did get like two full art shinies, and we got a full art, even though it was one that we had there. We're hoping for like a new Mega EX. Nothing guaranteed. Let's just hope. Choodle with the Gyarados, Wailmer with the Gyarados, Groupie, Heavy Helmet, Terrakion, that one's new, 120, Fighting, Sacred Sword 110, so very similar to Cobalion, just a different typing. There, it's Groupie. Something in this one, Corphish, Tympole, Melmetal EX there, so that's one EX, but we also get Carkol, a shiny Pokemon, all lit in. Very, very cute, and I think that they've got really nice shinies there. I really like the black on their fur, like getting bleached out there, turning white there. It's just such a contrast difference that I think it makes it a good shiny. So already gotten the shiny and a Krokorok. We didn't have that one either. Getting some of the, you know, rares, uncommons, commons. We need to do that there to complete out the set. Krokorok, 90 HP, fighting type, fighting colorless, bite for 40. Meltan, double Meltan, Choodle with the Gyarados, Pidgeot, Sudowoodo with the Trevenants, Toxapex, Patrat, Murkrow with the Gyarados. Yes, another Mega EX. Oh, I just said this one, Mega Absol EX, 170 HP and Dark type. Mega evolved form of Absol is basic, so again, you can just put it out there. Darkness Claw, double dark for 80 damage, your opponent reveals their hand, you choose a supporter from there, and you discard it. Okay, we've seen that before on it's either on an item or a supporter card, but having it on a move like that is very good, especially if you're able to get this out pretty early, you know, be able to put it out there and it's just like, oh, you know, like you have this Iono or, you know, this Sabrina maybe, or a Cyrus, you know, that they're trying to use to maybe be able to move this out, or if it gets damaged, then you retreat it out, and they're like, oh, I'm going to bring it back in. You know, you do a couple of attacks with this and just kind of drain their hands of any of the supporters that they have. That could be pretty decent there. Not the highest amount of damage that it's doing, but 80 is still a lot. It's going to KO a lot of your normal Pokemon. It's going to KO a bunch of like the basic EXs that are not Mega in 2 shots as well, and because it only takes 2 energy to get there, potentially you can get it up quickly like that. I mean, I think that it can be decent. I don't think it's as good as the Gyarados, though. That is the only thing. But I think it's still nice. I think it's really cool. I'm going to be looking forward to seeing what the full art versions of these are, because I'm assuming that they're going to be full arts. And I just also like the effects that it has of all of these with like the effect marks that it has across the screen. So that's very nice. Choodle with the Gyarados, Patrat, double Patrat, Pharaoh Cut, Furfro, Turtonator, Heavy Helmet, Choodle, Beloved Eevee, Birdmite, Klefki, Xatu, Heatmore, Corphish, Skitty, Xatu, Mischievous, Spritzy, Pharaoh Form, Furfro, Shroomish, Trevenant, Beloved Eevee, Pharaoh Seed, Dreadnought, Heatmore, Linoon, Mischievous, Durant, Froakie, Seismitoad, Toxapex. Okay, so no necessarily hit. Oh no, there was the hit of the shiny Litten. And then getting the Mega Absol EX was an extra bonus on top of that. We will absolutely take that. The Litten is going to be in special stuff, so 192. So we are 34 away. Now, I know that we won't complete it out because we're going to need the Mega Altaria, which we don't have at the moment. And I think that there might be 3 Megas per pack, maybe? Unless it's 2. Okay, we're getting a couple of stuff here. Whismur, Beloved Eevee, Pansage, Pharaoh Cut Furfro, Caracosta. We needed that one there. 150 HP Water. Double Water, colorless, blocking shell 100, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basics during your opponent's next turn. Okay, so this is interesting because a lot of the EXs that people like to run are also basic Pokemon. So this is a counter for them as well, of being able to do damage to them, and then they... Now, unfortunately, it doesn't prevent effects. So if there's an effect to an attack like poisoning or paralyzing, sleep, confusion, burn, it'll still go through. But if they're using an EX and you've got this Caracosta out there, you can essentially do this so that they can't deal damage to you next turn. So another one that's kind of fitting somewhat of an Oricorio value, and it kind of trades off, whereas Oricorio is just like, yes, if they've got a first stage or second stage evolution for an EX, it can block that. Or, Caracosta just blocks basic Pokemon damage attacks there, which, like I said, a lot of the EXs that are used are in more of the competitive ones are those basic ones there because they're easy to get out. Your Lugias, Ho-Ohs, Arceus, a lot of legendaries, the Pikachu, the Mewtwo previously when those were popular, Pachirisu. Like there's ones that it just inherently blocks that are used. So, I think it's decent. It is a stage 2. That's the only problem, is you got to get up there and you got to get the 3 water energy, which, I mean, if you're lucky with your Misties, you can do it. Or if you want to sacrifice some other guys as you're just kind of trying to power him up there, because a lot of those ones need a couple of energy to even start doing any damage. So if you're able, you might only need to sacrifice one guy to get up to that point. Pidgeotto, Chewtle with the Gyarados, Marlin, Chewtle with the Gyarados, Carkol, Ferrothorn, Spritzy, Pancham, Froakie, Ferrothorn, Poor Little Natus, Pansage, Pachirisu, Watchog, Pidgeot, Ferrothorn, Corphish, Yamask, Chatot, Cofagrigus with his illustration rare, very, very cool. Again, until they really make something where you can either get some benefit from discarding cards, I'm not sure how much that this is going to really do, because you need to have at least 2 cards in your hand in order to do this. It's a lot of damage for a first stage for only 2 energy. It's 120, that's a lot. But you have to sacrifice 2 cards in your hand, which you can probably choose which ones you need, which ones you don't to do it there, but the consistent need of having them in your hand is kind of important. So who knows? It might do well, it might not, because if it's just KOing everything in one shot, then you gotta sacrifice 6 cards and not play them essentially. But we'll see. But I'll definitely take the art card. I definitely need that. Pachirisu, Darmaka, Beloved Eevee, Frogadier, the regular Cofagrigus, Palisand, Roly-Poly, Miltank, Pansage, Trevenant, Miltank, Chewtle, Krookodile, Xatu, Phantump, and a shiny Drowsy. Nice. Getting a little bit of extra shinies in there. A little pink boy, just mumbling around. Spritzy, Sandile, Crawdaunt, Murkrow, Melmetal EX. Could do with another Mega EX, don't you think? Palpitoad, Watchog, Beloved Eevee, Wailmore, Sandslash. Because we need 2 to make the deck. I wonder if they do have a higher... When I say rarity, it's not an actual rarity, but more so if they've got a higher difficulty of being pulled than like a regular EX. Okay, last 10 for this Gyarados, at least for the moment, because again, we're gonna do 40 for Blaziken and then potentially loop back into Altaria if we need to. We've got some extra. One flash there, one guarantee. Whalemore, Magikarp, Sploud, we didn't have that one there. 150 colorless, triple colorless, booming roar, 90 during the opponent's next turn. They can't play any items from their hand. Okay, so I mean, not quite as good as the Chingling, which is basically the Budew one. It does a lot more damage, but you need a lot more to do it. Whereas with Chingling and then the real world Budew, you didn't need any energy. Bergmite, Dreadnought, Druidigan, Urkuda, Absol, Sandshrew, the good old spooky Honchkrow there. Again, would be nice to get other art cards, but we'll certainly take more. Matisse, Urkuda, Marini, Beloved Eevee. Like this one, Jellicent, look at them there. Just going with the flow. Very nice. Yeah, we'll absolutely take this there because, I mean, this could help that Caracosta if you're trying to get it up. You know, you get the Frillish out there, and then you put the Jellicent on there, and it's just like, oh, it got attacked? Well, you know, we'll take an energy and put it onto the Caracosta, and if you put one on there originally, then it's going up by 2. You know, I think it's a good support, almost sacrifice Pokemon, especially with Marlin, giving it 70 HP to recover. I mean, it's an interesting tactic to potentially just sacrifice a Pokemon to put a bunch of energy on your heavy hitters for essentially round 2 and 3. Drudigan, Pidgey, Hitting Hammer, Mischievous, Drapion, Frogadier, Timpole, Covered Fossil, Choodle, Breloom, Simisage, Crawdaunt, Whalmer, Shroomish, Carkol, Timpole, another Frillish there with the Gyarados, Trevenant, Cover Fossil, another spooky Honchkrow. I do like its art, especially with all of the Murkrows in the background there. Could do with some other ones there. Avalugg, we didn't have this one before. Again, you know, commons and uncommons, you can still miss out on some. 140 HP, Water type, Double Water, and a colorless Frost Barrier, 7-8 your opponent's next turn, takes 20 less from attacks. Okay, we've seen that bunch before. Durant, Sudowoodo, Murkrow with the Gyarados, Absol, Sudowoodo. Okay, we got something in this one. Shroomish, Double Shroomish, Galvantula, Frogadier, and a shiny Pokemon. Shiny Hypno, okay, we get the Drowsy and the Hypno right away. Side Punch, flip a coin to put them to sleep, okay. Not the most exciting shiny, but hey, it is a shiny, and it's helping out with the collection. Joltik, Drudigan, Hippowdon, another new one, 130 HP, Fighting type, Double Fighting colorless, Crushing Fangs, 100, flip a coin. If Tails during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Interesting. Pansage, another Exploud there. Okay, getting a few more new Pokemon there. We'll certainly take that. I wonder when the flares are going to stop, like if it's like, oh, you've got one of each flare, it stops there or whatnot. Okay, so that was the last of the Gyaradoses. We're moving on to our 40 packs of Mega Blaziken. See if we can pull anything from these ones. Alright, it'd be nice to see what the Mega Blaziken EX looks like, just kind of like how I would like to see what the Mega Altaria EX does. Okay. It was a slightly different coloration, like it wasn't the normal one, so I wonder if there's a coloration difference between like a hit and a shiny Pokemon. But again, here we go, common card that we don't have, Psyduck, 60 HP, Water type, 1 Water, Rain Dish Splash for 20. We did see quite a bit though of stuff happening in these packs. Patrat, Pidgeotto, Ferrothorn, Crawdaunt, Double Psyduck, good. Regular Furfrou, Golett, Phantom. Oh, that's nice there. Rainbow, Rare, SIR, Hitmonchan EX. Again, I still think that he's one of the weaker EXs there, but to get that illustration on him there is very, very nice. Get all of that hollow, get all of that rainbow effect on him there. And, you know, doing that practicing of being like, yep, you know, trying to hit the leaves there from a lot of the Japanese training methods of like, okay, you know, you have to try to, you know, hit the leaves or cut the leaves or something like that because they'll, you know, move with the wind. Very, very nice artwork on that one there. Definitely appreciative. Pidgeotto, Ferrothorn, Growlithe, Shinx, Braviary, Blitzel, Aromatisse, Pansear, Archon, Skrelp, and another shiny Pokemon here. Ooh, shiny Full Art Alolan Doug Trio EX. Okay, getting the mullets going, the mullet boys. I mean, we're getting a lot of these Full Art EXs there. That's really nice. I wonder how many there are actually going to be in the whole set there, because maybe we have about half of them now. Silcoon, Sandslash, Natu, Sandshrew, Braviary, Marini, Ho-Oh, Sandygas, Sandshrew, another Mega Pinsir EX. It would have been nice to have been Blaziken, but I guess, you know, getting 2, we can make a deck for it there. You know, dealing 150 damage as a, you know, basic. Does cost 3 to get there, though. So it's a bit. Stuffle, Crawdaunt, Pidgeotto, Honedge, Full Art Hala, okay. Again, I said that this one could be very interesting because, you know, if you've got a good Hariyama or Crabominable that's doing a whole lot of damage or has good effects there, making it so that they're not knocked out, especially even if they're at 10 HP, so if you use one of these Halas and they survive, you could use a Hala the next turn and make them survive again. I mean, pretty decent there of getting some extra hits in. More so if they make better Hariyama and Crabominables. I don't think that they have necessarily amazing ones yet, but it can be a powerful card to essentially say, no, you don't get my guy there. But Full Art Trainers, also amazing to be able to get them there. Thank you very much. Blitzel, Duskull, Ferrothorn, Golett, Watchog, Silcoon, Crabrawler, Ferroseed, Crawdaunt, Hariyama. See, again, the slapping knockdown, getting rid of all of their Pokemon tools is nice, but it costs a whole lot to use that skill there, and once you do it once, they probably don't have extra Pokemon tools on them. Shinx, Skrelp, Zigzagoon, Zebstrika, and Furfrou. Okay, that Zebstrika was new. We should go down and just check that one out there. It's probably not anything super. Yep, just 100 HP, Lightning type, triple Lightning Ball for 90. I do like it that it's showing off like the actual electricity flowing through it, turning all of its stripes yellow there. You don't get to see that very often, but you know, it is also new, so we'll definitely take it, even though it's not the most amazing of cards there. We are getting closer, almost to 200. Alright, another 10 from Blaziken. See if we can get more from here. Alright, let's go. Okay, so we got one sound at the end, and we got one of kind of that like pinkish shine near the beginning here. Heatmore, Corvusquire. Corvusquire is new. Shinx, Timpole, Archeops. We got the illustration version, but not this one, and we only got one illustration, so if we want to make a deck, we are able to now, so that's very, very nice. Growlithe, Wurmple, Arcanine. We didn't have Arcanine either. 120 HP, Fire type, double Fire Fang 50, flip a coin if its opponent's active is now burned. Not the most amazing. Marini, Flame Patch. Oh yeah, this is new. Attach a fire energy from your discard pile to your active fire Pokemon. Okay, so an item card that can accelerate your fire stuff, but they need to be in your discard, so they need to have either been discarded with an attack, or they need to be from a defeated Pokemon. I think that's interesting. Again, like, because it's an item, you can play as many as you need to, so, you know, there's potential for 2 being played in a round, so you could try to get back 2 to initiate another attack if you needed to. It's very nice. Oh, and a shiny Palkia EX. I think that this is everything, because we got the shiny Dialga and the shiny Arceus last time. Shiny Giratina was in the Deluxe Pack EXs, so we've got the Creation Trio as well as Arceus. Hey, I mean, that's pretty good. I don't think Palkia's got an amazing shiny, but I mean, we'll certainly take this. Thank you very much. Combuskin, we also didn't have a Combuskin either. 80 HP, Fire, double Fire, high jump kick for 50. Also didn't have a C-Dot. 50 HP, Grass type, 1 Grass rollout for 20, Palpitoad, Phantom, Pyroar. That Pyroar would do good because it says discard 2 fire energy, so you could attach 1 fire, use the flame patch to get the other fire back from the discard there, or use 2 to get it back, and then you can put 1 on or put it onto a different one there. I think flame patch is going to be good for those type of fire decks that discard the energy. Dusclops, Shinx, Phantom, Heatmore. Another Mega Pinsir EX. Are some of these Megas just available in every single pack? Because this is the 3rd Mega Pinsir that I've got. Can I get a different Mega, please? Ponyta, Joltik, Substrika, Simisear, Hitmonchan EX. Okay. I can't remember if I got the Hitmonchan EX in this one there, because I mean the Gyarados, we got the illustration one, which I think you can only get the illustration ones in the ones that they're available, so I guess maybe Hitmonchan EX is also available in each one there. Arcanine, so we got 2. So it's like maybe some of them are available in each one, so maybe there's 3 or something, these 2, maybe another one that are available in all of them, and maybe they've got 2 exclusive ones. Golduck, Makuhita, Shroomish, Corvisquire, and we got 2 Corvisquires, Rufflet, Plume Fossil, Ponyta, Zebstrika, Breloom, Cascoon, which we also didn't have, 80 HP, Grass, 1 Grass for Harden, during opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon from attacks that deal 40 or less damage, Corphish, Growlithe, Nuzleaf. Oh, look at that cute little Growlithe. He's got a little treat on his nose trying to be like, I can wait, and he's got all of the fallen autumn leaves in the background there. Very, very adorable. Look at him. Look at him. He's being so patient. Makuhita, Trevenant, Plume Fossil, Durant, another Corviknight, illustration rare. It's good to get a second one. Linoon, Miltank, Pinsir, Silcoon, and Palossand. Okay, so we got some ones there. You can just quickly look at this Corvisquire, 80 HP, colorless, double colorless, drill pack for 40. Yep. I mean, we got a lot of new commons and uncommons that we didn't get before for some odd reason there. And, you know, a couple of new ones like the Palkia, but, you know, getting a couple of EXs that we already have. I mean, 3 of the Hitmonchan and the Mega Pinsir already. I want to see the Blaziken. Let me see the Blaziken, please. Also, still haven't gotten a single immersive or gold one yet, so that's also interesting that those ones haven't come up yet. Okay, so this is what, the second 10 for Blaziken. Let's see if we can get some other new ones with this. That'd be nice. One flash. Let's hope that we can be surprised in the end there. Pidgeotto, Patrat, Corphish, Sandslash, Luxio, Simisear, Stuffle, Sandslash, Stuffle, Aromatisse, and Alolan Diglett. Okay, so we can get into that shiny Alolan Dugtrio with some style there. That was the hit that it looks, I think, that we got there. Zigzagoon, Pidgey, another Hitmonchan EX. Like, we could use different EXs, please. Phantom, and a Shiftry. Okay, this one's new. 140 HP. Grass, Double Grass, Nipping Cyclone, 70. Discard a random card from your opponent's hand. That's pretty nice there. A little bit of hand disruption can go a long way. Sudowoodo. Very nice Beautifly illustration. We don't have a Beautifly yet, so there's still that one that we have to get. But Beautifly, 130 HP. Grass type, 1 Grass Skill Dive. Does 50 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. It's decent. It kind of feels like that's what a kind of first route final evolution bug should do, like a bit, but not too much, because it's like it does 50 to anything, so it could take out maybe some basic Pokemon, but like stage 1s, it starts having a bit of a hard time with against the X's. It'll have a hard time against. I think that it's a good design to kind of go with that. It's not very powerful, but I think it's designed well. Ferroseed, Sandygast, another Pyroar, Golduck, Timpole, Crawdon, Palpitoad, Breloom, Pinsir, Torchic, Furfrous, Grout, Aromatisse, Miltank, Maractus, poor little Natu, another Hala, Arcanine, Sudowoodo, Torchic, Pidgey, Arcan, Zebstrika, Golett, Honedge, Hala, Pidgeotto, Prank Spinner. Last pack, Golett, Aromatisse, Timple, Makuhita, Abominable, 120 HP, Fighting type, 1 fighting, last chance punch, 30 plus. If this Pokemon's remaining HP is 30 or less, it does 60 or more. Okay, so the Hariyama is definitely the one that, you know, does a lot more damage there, but it's this Crabominable that the Hala really works well with. It's only 1 energy to use. It only does 30 up front, but if its HP is 30 or less, like, I don't know, having only 10 HP, it does 90 instead. So, you know, it can be able to do a lot more of those damage if its HP is low like that. So it works well with this, though it's probably not the best combo. It'd be nice if it did a bit more damage. However, unlike Hariyama, it's only 1 energy, so that's kind of nice. Unfortunately, we didn't get surprised by anything in the end there like we were hoping to, but, you know, that's just how it goes. Did get an extra shiny Pokemon there. Got some of the extra cards here to try to help fill out the decks. We are now only 18 cards away, though, you know, we do have some Megas that we are awaiting to be able to do that there. The Blaziken is going to be a big one there. We saw a Mega Rapidash because we have the full art one, so they're not a Mega Rapidash, but a Rapidash EX, so we don't have that one there. This one's also there. We've got the Beautifly. I'm not sure if we've got I mean, this is going to be Lilligant. I don't know what's going to be after Miraculous, but before Skidoo. Whailmore's going to go into Wailord. Maybe that's an EX as well. Something between Jellicent and Furoki. There's going to be a Greninja. Who knows? That might be an EX. There's an Ampharos, and there should be a Mega Ampharos as well. There's Luxray there. Something between Sableye and Duskull there. Maybe there's a Mega Sableye as well. I mean, that would make sense of what's going to be there. Hydreigon, which we've seen, we just need to get that one there. For Galgi, Aegislash, Ambipom, what's Delcatty? We saw the Delcatty there. Another trainer there, and then there's a few illustration rares that we still need. Depending on... Oh, so it's the Mega Pinsir that's right there. So we almost have almost all of the full arts there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left there. I mean, you know, we've got a bunch of space here. We've gotten a bunch of the full arts here, full art Chinese. But I mean, there's going to be 4 between Primarina and the Mega Doug Trio, and who knows if there's going to be any before Palkia, but after the B-Barrel, because they're just going to be normal types at that point if they are. And I mean, could be anything. Alrighty. Another 10 of Blaziken, bringing this one up to 30 total. Getting towards the end of this one as well. Okay, no, nothing in there. I hope that we can get surprised and not be a dud pack. Sudowoodo, Makuhita, Stuffle, Pidgeot. Another Flame Patch is good for a deck. Cascoon, Ferroseed, May, that one's new. Put 2 random Pokemon from your deck into your hand. For each Pokemon you put into your hand this way, choose a Pokemon to shuffle from your hand into your deck. Okay, so it's like the Pokemon communication item, but you get 2, and you get 2 random ones, and you get to choose what you put back. So it's a bit better than communication of it doesn't shuffle the one that you have in your hand immediately back into your deck there, and then get you a random one. That it first gets you 2, and then you get to choose which 2 go back into your deck there. It's a stronger one for sure. Miltank, Furfrou, be nice to get another May. Skrelp, Palpitoad, Skrelp, Luxio, Beware. I guess we already got that one there. There's that other May we needed. Stuffle, Pinsir, Pidgey, Rapidash EX, okay, so that's another EX that we were waiting for, that we had before. Does 110, an extra 20 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. You know, decent. Not super amazing, but decent. Plume Fossil, Joltik, Miltank, Breloom, another Chingling. Torchic, Ferrothorn, for Brawler, Sandygast, Archon, Marini, Abominable, so we'll get a second one of that. Simisear, Golduck, another Mega Pinsir. Again, it would be nice to get a Mega Blaziken instead. We don't want these same Megas over and over. Because we need, if we want to make a deck, I guess technically we don't need two, but, you know, it'd be nice to have at least two. Zigzagoon, Wurmpo, Ferrothorn, Skrelp, Arkin, and not last pack, Rufflet, Doublade, Ponyta, Corphish, Ferrothorn, Skrelp, Breloom, Plume Fossil, Marini, and Pidgeot. So yes, 10 dud packs. We got some new cards there. We got a couple of EXs, but no illustration rares, no full arts, no immersive, no gold. Like, there wasn't anything in those ones there, unfortunately. We do get 2 more, so we do come up to 210 cards total there, meaning there's only 16 remaining. But again, quite a few of them are going to be these EXs that we are awaiting, especially the Mega EXs there. Alrighty, see if we can get anything in these last packs. I think I heard some sounds and there was a flash at the end. Pachirisu, Aromatisse, Pachirisu, Sudowoodo, another May, okay. Sandshrew, Galvantula, Patrat, Shinx. Oh, there we go. I don't think I heard this early on, but a Rainbow SIR. Again, these are so beautiful. Like, absolutely, these SIRs are a lot better than the full arts because they get that extra art instead of just having the Pokemon be like, I'm standing here statically, kind of like what we see on the shiny 2 stars as well. These are just absolutely gorgeous. Like, these are cards that you would want to have in like a collection there. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness, yes, I will absolutely take that, thank you. Nuzleaf, Stuffle, Wurmple, Litleo, another Blaziken, put up a Blaziken EX please. Furfro, Ponyta, Sudowoodo, Ponyta, Ferrothorn. Okay, we saw something there. For Brawler, yes, there we go, Mega Blaziken EX. Okay, so it also has 210 HP, just like the Mega Gyarados, but you know, this one's Stage 2. Fire type, Mega Burning. 2 fires for 120, discard a fire energy from this Pokemon. Opponent's active is now burned. Okay, so it does a whole lot of damage. They get burned, so by the time it goes over to them, they take another 20 damage, so it's dealt 140. They've got a chance to cure it with a coin flip. If they don't, it comes back to you and they've been dealt 160. Which in most cases should KO most Pokemon, but you know, 140 also, as we've talked about, should KO most Pokemon just by transferring over. It's only discarding 1 fire energy, so you can keep on using this repeatedly, or you can use a flame patch to put one on here and put it up elsewhere. Yeah, this one and Gyarados are very, very good, not only because they've got the HP creep of the 210, you know, they're, like I said, they're passing up the 200 for the first time. Maybe, I think, I'm going to assume that Wailord EX is going to be one if we haven't gotten one. I can't remember if we got an illustration rare of a regular Wailord, or if there's if it is going to be a Wailord EX. Wailord EX might be at 200 as well. But these Megas, yeah. Which is also funny because the Megas are just like, yes, we're HP creeping, but then when they design Megas, they don't actually give them more HP. But yeah, I think this is also a very good one there, especially if you can rare candy it, because, I mean, unlike Mega Gyarados, which you need 4 energy to be able to do, but its attack is pretty devastating, not only the damage, but also discarding, you know, milling 3 cards from their deck. That's quite a bit. I mean, this still is 140 damage that's potentially KOing anything that they have there. Yeah, Oh. This is a pack. Mega Blaziken, and we get a Rainbow SIR there. Oh, yes. Miltank, Chatot, and unfortunately another Rapidash EX. We already got this one here. Again, it would be nice if we would be able to trade this for something else. That would be nice. Obviously can't do it until a new pack comes out, but I mean, hey, you know, doubling up on those if I want to, but I do have the full art one as well, so we've gotten all of the Rapidash EXs there, but what a pack there. It kind of it's making up a little bit for the dead packs that we had. Sudowoodo, Marini, Combuskin, Chatot, Pidgeot, Patrat, Toxapex, Psyduck, Wurmple, Crawdaunt, Makuhita, Duskull, Watchog, Marini, Sandslash, Wurmple, Stuffle, Linoon, Torchic, Beware, and another shiny Palkia EX, okay? I mean, would be nice to get a different shiny one there, but I'll certainly take this. Again, if I'm able to trade things without getting 3 copies of them, that would be very nice. Be able to trade that one off for another one. Pansear, Growlithe, Seismitoad, Mischievous, Combuskin. Okay, yeah, I mean, we got some good hits in this last one. It's the same one there, but we got 2 Rainbow SIRs. We got the Blaziken EX, and we got the shiny Palkia again. I mean, some pretty intense ones at the in these last Blaziken packs there. I will absolutely take all of that there. And it's funny because it's like, oh yes, you know, the Gyarados and Blaziken I do want, so I could make the decks around them there. But then it's also like, I want the Altaria the most, and it's the one that I'm going to end up getting the last. I mean, there's going to be other ones like Ampharos, who is my second favorite Pokemon, like getting the Mega for that. I haven't done that yet either, so, you know, there's still more. There's 15 carts remaining there. I mean, there's tons of other ones there. I'm just going to see if it's going to allow. It is. Can we potentially get the Mega Altaria EX in this one here? That would be very nice. That would be very nice, thank you. Okay, we got a few hits in the middle. Starting off with an Ice Q there. I did end up getting this illustration in some of the daily packs there, so I have seen this one here, and we've talked about its effect before, but it's very cute there, just like going with the flow as an ice flow. Panpour, Shroomish, Sandygast, Lampent. Ambipom, we needed that one there. 100 HP, colorless, 1 colorless, Excited Tail, 30x, flip 2 coins, does 30 damage for each heads. If it has Lucky Mittens attached, you flip 4 coins instead. Okay, now we know what the Lucky Mittens are for. It's for an Ambipom deck. Potentially doing like 120. So, I mean, it's mostly going to like average out to 60 because two heads if you get the Lucky Mittens attached. Chatot, Impidimp, Corphish, Palossand. It'd be nice to get another Ambipom just so that we can have 2 Shroomish, Joltik, Miltank, Grimmsnarl. I'm so glad that I pulled these Mega Altaria EX. Thank you. 190 HP, so it's also getting up there. I can't remember if there's something else with 190 HP prior to this. I know that there was a couple of second stage evolutions that got to 180. Psychic type, because, you know, it's now Fairy. It's very funny because Mega Altaria has no type similarities with Swablu anymore, because Swablu is a normal flying that turns into a dragon flying, so it loses its normal type, and then when it Mega Evolves, it goes into Dragon Fairy, which loses its flying type, so it's one of those few Pokemon that lose all of its types that it had before. But 2 Psychic Energies for Mega Harmony 40+, it does 30 more damage for each of your benched Pokemon there, so you're going to want to fill up your bench. You get another 90 damage there, so this is doing 130. As we saw, like 130, but specifically 140 is kind of where we're trying to do it. Well, it's a good thing that we have Giovanni's to be able to pump up by 10 more damage. It's a good thing that we have Reds to deal plenty more damage to EXs, so if it's an EX, we can also do up to 150. Like, there are ways that we can get that damage just to the right amount. Same thing with the Blaziken, you know, dealing 120. If you use a Giovanni, it does 130, and then with the burn, it does 150. And then if you use a red, it's 140 damage, and then 160 afterwards there. So, you know, they all deal a lot of damage there. Don't get me wrong. It's just Mega Gyarados needs 4 and is a first stage. Blaziken only needs 2, but it's a second stage, so you either need to get an extra turn or a rare candy. But Mega Altaria is a first stage there that only needs the 2, so it's a little bit easier to get out. It doesn't have the extra effects of either burning or milling, but it just can do a ton of damage, 130. Thank you for giving me that. I was waiting. Toxapex, Zigzagoon, Mischievous, Aromatisse, Phantom, another shiny Weeping Bell. Again, I'm hoping that we can trade and keep at least 1 in there, not need 2 there, because it would be nice to trade that one off. Impidimp, Grookey, Chatot, Ludicolo, another Goomy illustration, Wooloo, Durant, Palossand, another Wooloo and Dubwool, Spinda, Yamper, Love Disc, Citrus Berry, Double Citrus, Pachirisu, Pharaoh Seed, Seismitoad, Wooloo, Voltun. There's that Swablu, Chatot, Lombre, Phantom, Grimmsnarl, Yamper, Lillipup, Citrus Berry, Chatot, and Gothorrhea. Okay, nothing else that really popped up here. We got the one Ice Cube, and we got the Ambipom, the shiny Weeping Bell, and the Mega Altaria. So we did get a couple of hits there, but the big thing was getting the Mega Altaria. We do have a couple of other Megas that we need to get. I know that there's Mega Ampharos there. So yeah, only 13 remaining of the regular cards. Still have. Let's see here. Oh, we got a few of the full arts in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 remaining full arts, because we got that Growlithe, we got the Beautifly, we got the Jellicent, we got the Ludicolo, we got the Cofagrigus there. So yeah, 5 full art, 5 illustrations remaining. A Delcatty, a Aegislash. There's a gosh, we just talked about it there. Dragalge. Again, I don't know if the Dragalge might be an EX. Maybe, maybe not. Hydreigon. But a lot of these are probably also rares as well, so that's why they're being difficult. Luxray, Mega Ampharos, Greninja, possibly Mega Greninja. There's something between Jellicent and Froakie there. Wailord, maybe it's Wailord EX, and a couple of grass types there. We've got the Lilligant, we've got the thing between Maractus and Skidoo, and we've got the Beautifly. So let's see here. There's Pinsir is 1, Blaziken is 2, Gyarados is 3, Mega Ampharos is 4, Mega Altaria is 5, Mega Absol is 6. Okay, so yeah, maybe there's only those 6 in here, because I don't see anything else. So it's a bit rare. I have not gotten a single immersive art yet. Like that's very surprising. We've gotten a lot of shinies, but no immersive arts yet. No golds. Like, it's a very different type of ball game that we've got here. Because it is 3 sets, I am going to be probably continuing to get some of them later on. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to try to pull now. I might have to see what specific ones might be in each one here. Looks like Mega Altaria might be the one that... yeah, Mega Altaria looks like the one that Mega Ampharos is more attuned to. Yep, and we've gotten full. Okay, you know, that's going to be it for this one there. We ended up getting the other 2 main Mega Pokemon outside of Mega Gyarados, and then we got one of the other ones there of Mega Absol. We're still missing my beloved Mega Ampharos there, so, but we're getting a lot. We're seeing a lot of it there. We've got 13 cards left in the set. We've got 5 illustrations to still be able to get, and we've got a ton of the other stuff. But we're going to be able to try to get them there into the near future, see what we can get with them. It'll be very exciting to continue on this journey with you. So thanks for popping up and showing up for me here. I wish you a lot of luck with whatever it is you have going on with yourself. And until you see me again, hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, and take care of yourself. See you later.